Whenever we get there. Hey guys, what's happening? It's results driven by RW, which I am RW. Excited about tonight. Got some really great stuff I want to share with you. Fresh off the African boat or plane, should I say? 25 hours of flying. I said it, 25 hours in the air. Yeah, but it was amazing. Total of 50 hours because you figure 25 there and 25 back. So 50 hours in the air is what we just did. And very, very blessed to do it with my mom and my wife. And so I'm back, excited, a little tired, voice is a little off a little bit, but energy wise, I am like inside, I'm leaping for joy and filled with anticipation on what's to come. So tonight, we're going to jump into our lesson. First thing is, guys, housekeeping, of course, take some notes. Tonight, I'm going to drop some bombs. I'm going to drop some stuff that's going to really help you in your business, in your life, in your relationships. Also, camera on if possible. I know you guys are running and gunning, but if possible, I'd love to see a smiling face on tonight. If not, totally understand, because I know you guys are moving and shaking. For those of you who be watching this after we're done here, God bless you, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Ask questions, guys. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the chat. Matter of fact, open my chat up. Let's make sure my chat is working. So just put your name and your business. That'll be awesome. That way, those that are watching now can know who you are, and those that are watching later can see your information. All right. Also, guys, only unmute when called upon. I'm going to actually be doing a lot of a quick little monologue, and then we're going to do a lot of dialogue on where you are going. Okay. Let's jump right in. This week's win. So give me this week's wins, guys. So what's going on this week? I missed you on last week. So let me know what's happening. What's up? What's up with my peoples out there in the streets? So what's going on? Sharia's laughing because she's like, man, I got something good all the time. Because all the time I got something good. So what's going on, Miss Sharia? Give me something. Tell me something good, as the old folks say.
I do, but you know, Coach, I'll be trying to give somebody else a chance to talk to.
Well, that's all right. Hey, you know what? You are a leader. Lead.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you so much for the terrific leadership. You and Lady Glow, I was very proud to know that I'm serving under great leadership. So I just want to say kudos to you guys. Lady Gloria, you know you bless me when you speak. I am your little child that be rooting for you to speak more. So just know that I get excited when you speak. So I'm just very proud that you were able to just show who you are more to the world now. We can't just say Las Vegas, but we can say the world. And I'm excited. My wins for this week is I have two. I have mastered Facebook as a digital creator, as I told you I would. Within 30 days, I went from 0 to 4,000 followers. I have been invited within the promotion program to where I'm now earning views off of my reels. And it's amazing because my reach is awesome. I am reaching over 50,000 people a day. My second win is I have gained 2 clients from our promotional challenge. Coach asked us 2 weeks ago to put up high earning tickets. My phone is ringing. I have so many messages right now. I cannot answer enough people. I am very grateful, and it's yeah, it's like okay, you just want to see these videos, okay. Showing off other people, I'm kind of surprised myself. I don't give myself enough credit for things that I do. So this week it was just stepping back and realizing how impactful I am on other people's lives. Um, has been amazing, and just realizing follow me as I follow Christ, you know, and that's just my motto right now, and I'm just excited for everyone.
Wow, great news, man. That's amazing, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Blowing up the spot. I like it. I like it. Great job. Great job. Great job. Good. Justin, what you got, man? I know you got something good, man. Justin always got something good with them girls, man. But Sharia, that's amazing. Oh, speaking of what, Sharia, powerful, powerful time. I meant to tell you, I forgot to tell you, great message on the time that I saw you speak before I left, man. Good stuff. Good to see you coming into your own, and definitely gonna push you out there and let God use you, because I know He will. Great job, great job, great job. I'm sorry, Justin, what you got, big dog? What's happening?
Yeah, I always got something. Kudos to you, Sharia. Keep that phone ringing. Let's go.
Oh,
So for for me is personal and business. So on the personal side, my daughter got a victory last Saturday on the soccer, so that's good. So you know what I mean? She's excited.
Awesome.
So
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, that's what we do. All we do is win. All we do is win, win, win.
on the business side is I am getting more clientele.
Beautiful.
And then on the mental health side, for the union, it's something that's in the works where I'll be heading up something in the mental health space for the good of the union. So I don't know how that's going to play out just yet, but I am keeping my ears wide open. So
Wow.
I'll just stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I can say right now.
That's what I'm talking about, man. What Deion Sanders say? I'm coming. I don't know. I'm coming. Tell him I'm coming. Tell him I'm coming. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm great to hear that, man. We need you up there, man. That is amazing. That's going to help a lot of people. Super excited for you, man. That's what I love to hear. Love to hear. All right. Who else we got? I think Ms. Gloria, are you available? Sade, she might be at work. And I think Ms. Robbie, I don't see her. Her internet might be, I keep trying to tell her, get off that cricket, man. Get off that cricket internet. But
I'm available.
Oh, you are? What's going on, Miss Sade? Tell me, you know what, Sade? Did you see my pic of your shirt?
I did, and
what?
I posted it too.
What? You just went in there. Boo, you just blew up international.
Well, that was a win. Just seeing that, because
Excellent.
it happened at when you had messaged me, it was like I had just got done praying, and I just happened to look at my phone, and then when I seen that, it just brought tears to my eyes. So I was super happy, and I'm so thankful that you did that. But my big win is that last night I just released and I opened up the business, so it's available now.
What?
Yes.
You official, you official now. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Yeah, because I got to the point where I was like in and out with it, so I wasn't staying consistent. But for the past like 4 weeks, past month, like every single day after I would get off of work, I was doing something with it. Even on the weekend, I was doing something with it. And then once I finally got done with the major things that I needed done, I had already designed everything. I was just like, let me just go ahead and let me just let it go. So last night, I just went ahead and unlocked it, and it opened up. Wow. So it's available now, so you can see it.
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, that's how y'all get down out here in these streets. Wow, that is awesome. I saw you sent me the text. I didn't get a chance to look at it yet. I was sharing with the guys that I had a relationship with the couch these last 2 days, but we gonna get our life together and get it going. Delshana is in the house, and her birthday is today. What up? What it up? What it up? She about to make some moves. She's shaking and baking out there. How's it feel to be getting older?
I don't get older. I get younger and younger every day. That is my confession of faith. Come on somebody. And it looks like it. And it looks like it. So we're in the process of doing some stuff tonight. I just wanted to chime in and give y'all a couple updates. I just released three journals. So I'm excited about that. I released 3 journals. Boom, boom, boom. I'll be waiting for the next copy, and then I'll be releasing that one. I'm just moving forward, taking care of stuff, getting stuff done. It feels a little slow sometimes, but it's still forward movement. So God bless y'all.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Everybody give her a shout out. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
All right, you enjoy your day. Excited about that. That's. I tell you, man, I love this squad, man. You guys are amazing. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Upcoming events, guys. Hey, if you are not there on Sunday, on Saturday at 9:30 a.m., I have officially declared you might be going to hell. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there. But nah, you got to get there, guys. Maria, look at her face. No, I want you to be there. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna drop some bombs on you. I'm gonna definitely show you some game on how to put your money away and get some tax-free returns. So we're going to show you some really exciting stuff. The ladies are lined up. Ms. Robbie, Ms. Gloria, they're going to put some things down for you too. I'm going to show you some really great stuff that's going to help you take yourself and your business to the next level. It's important to me, guys, that you take care of you as well as take care of the business. And so we want to make sure on both sides that you're covered. It's going to be a great event. So come on out, be a part. Matter of fact, I want you guys to do me a favor. Bring your pamphlets, bring your booklets, bring your postcards, bring those with you. I want to promote you while you're there. And definitely, if you have a book or you have a flyer, bring it with you. You got a QR code, bring your QR code. I want to make sure I give you guys absolute some minutes of fame because I make sure people know who you are and what you're doing. And also too, if we can, of course, I want to put some money in your pocket. So come and see me on Saturday. Bring, if you can, some flyers, postcards, something you can hand out, guys. I want it to really be a networking event too, to where you guys can actually share your gifts and your talents with those that will be there. And we'll start setting up for the next ones that are coming up. All right. All right, guys, let's move on into it. So I wanted to see how you guys were doing. Sister Sharia gave us a high report on putting out that high ticket challenge. I know I saw hers. I think I saw Justin's. I saw Justin's. Justin, how's that going? How's your high ticket challenge thing going?
I haven't really got any hits as far as that, but just the individual stuff I have. So it'll be there.
Beautiful, beautiful. Gotta keep it as you're doing. Keep putting it out there, man. Keep putting it out there. What's going to happen is the right client's going to find you, and that's the key. But they don't know you're out there until you put it out there. And also, too, believe it or not, for your clients that are other clients, it makes them now want to be a part of it because wait a minute, this guy's big dog. This guy, he costs big money to hang out with him. And so a lot of that, guys, is just bringing them into the fold to let them know that number one, you ain't cheap. And number two, you bring great value. And so that's awesome. Awesome. Great job. Robbie, what's going on? What's happening with the high ticket offer? I ain't seen yours out there. Has it been out them streets and I missed it?
No, you have not seen mine. I'm still trying to put it together because I keep using the same photo for all my stuff and I want a different photo and I'm not sure how do I say, word my flyer. So I'm still trying to work it out.
Okay. Well, let's get to where you're doing like I think you guys worked this out some kind. You have a gold, silver, and platinum.
Yeah.
Even if you did that, well, you put your platinum on there and let your platinum speak for itself. Or if you guys are doing something high dollar, like your biggest costing thing you do, put it together. To be honest, guys, I know for me personally, I try to use the same pics. I try to switch them maybe every once in a while, but I try to keep the same pick. That way I become it. I want my head to be ingrained in their brain.
Oh, so it's not a bad thing to use the same pic?
I don't think so. I mean, you guys, of course, Sharia, you doing the Facebook thing blowing up like that. You maybe chime in on that. Is it okay to use the same pic or should we change up the pics of ourselves?
No, using the same pics is great. What you don't want to do is reshare a post that is not yours unless you are supporting that person. Because what it does, if you're a creator like you, Delshana, you won't get paid for that for the views. Because now when you're a digital creator, you're not really looking. People think it's the interaction of likes. It's not. It's who you're getting to view your post. And that's how you get invited into the earning money, into the promotion system. So that answer that question, no, you're completely fine with using your same post or original pictures, but you don't want them to have air marks. So say for instance, if you screenshotted your picture off YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, you do not want that watermark when you post because they will not pay you when you post that picture.
You know what? I'm happy to have you do a class. That may be our next session we get to do and plug that in for 2024. How to make money off of Facebook. Make you go up there and get your package together and make that make sense. So that's something we'll talk about. Absolutely. I want to get that locked and loaded because I know that's a valuable asset and definitely some game that some people need to know, not for free, but they need to know it so we can make it make sense. All right, cool. But Rob, I hope that gives you some ideas. But the biggest key, guys, is you got to get out there. At least get it out there. Make them to where, like I said, I want it to be so to the point they're like, I can't believe she did that. I can't believe he put that out there. The nerve. Then you're doing the right thing. Now you're getting rid of the jacks and you're getting the people that are really going to value your services. All right. So that'll work. Sharday, have you put together your high value, high ticket item?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let's jump on that. You know, now that you're international, man, I'm expecting the next level. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I guess what exactly is what was the challenge that we were doing?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let me start from rewind. So while I was gone, my request was that you guys do a high ticket item, whatever that would be, program, service, or product. You make an offer. You have pricing on it, details about your offer, and put out a flyer and start posting that. So depending on, and just an example, like Sharda, you do different types of stuff. Imagine if you put together a package of like 3 or 4 of your highest selling items and you package it and put it out there as one big package. And then that way now they can kind of see it, or you find something that you know is going to be something big and make it even bigger. So say you got one of your, I don't know, a sweatshirt. Maybe you want to sell it for $99 or whatever that price or ticket price would be. But put it to where now it's so far out there that people start looking at it like, I can't believe she's charging that much for that. Because once again, we don't get the people that have money to look at our stuff. And I got to be honest, they're not going to look at your stuff if it's cheap. Make it to where it's like, and like I said, it's going to bypass the broke people. That's okay. You want to now kick it to that next level. And that way you have now not just the regular items that you sell, but you got high ticket items that you sell. Matter of fact, I'm doing this right now with one of my realtors, and he actually now is got now his regular realtor business, and he's got his luxury business. And so he just took it and multiplied what he was doing with just what he's already doing. And now he's going after the high dollar homes versus just the regular homes. And that's just, once again, just a shift to where you start now putting out there luxury home seller. And before you know it, you'll start getting those hits on people that are looking to purchase the high dollar items. So that's something that, once again, my goal was to get you to put numbers out there to attract people that you normally wouldn't attract.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get those. Like I said, I need you to come up with some hot design that's off the chain, that's fire, put out there for some astronomical price.
Okay.
You don't know until you know. And the good thing about all you guys' services is you price them. So whatever you price them, I promise you, every high ticket item that I have, people have bought. So it lets me know that people will buy it. It's just a matter of getting the right people. But they can't find you if you got low ball prices. Make sense? So definitely, let's go back and look at that and try to make that happen. And I think that that'll help you guys to where now let's get those big dollar clients. I know I saw Delshana's on. I know she's out. Hubby is romanticizing her and all that good stuff. She might be pregnant next week, but that's okay. We still love her. So we want to make sure that she's good. But yeah, guys, put those. So yes, get that high ticket item. And here's the thing that I'm pushing you to do. Think beyond just your normal group of people. We want that next. I'm about to do something that's going to just shift and rock a whole lot of folk because I'm shifting my focus on my clientele. And so now as I shift my focus, it's going to be less work, a lot more money. Okay? Because once again, guys, all of you bring value. The biggest key, as I've been trying to hammer you guys on, is the value you bring, you should also receive it as you're giving it. All right? So yes, so if you guys would, I'm gonna extend this challenge until Saturday. So I want you guys by Saturday, I want to be able to see that you got something working. So Robbie, I want to see some type of high ticket offer. Miss Gloria, I don't know, do you have a high ticket offer out there? Did you put that thing out there? I appreciate you making them dead vittles. Yeah, gotta come off of mute. All right, everybody watching the Zoom, all the women take notes as my wife is in the kitchen. Justin, all the brothers that's on the Zoom, I just want y'all to take notes that I got my wife in the kitchen. I think she just clicked herself off. That's okay. I'll come back and get her a little later. All right. So guys, yes, the biggest key is just get them out there. Like I said, the whole thing is I want you to reach out for the big people. Reach out. We ain't trying to get bougie. Well, no, we are. We're trying to get bougie. And so I want some bougie money. I want some people that's going to be like, man, I can't believe she's charging that. You know what? I got to have one of those. You'll be amazed at people that just want it because it's high dollar. Okay? Because here's my promise to you. Once you help them with something, they're going to ask you, what's next? What's next? I'm sure, Justin, if you haven't gotten that yet, I'm sure they're asking or get ready to, okay, Justin, this was good, man, but what's next? And that's why you got the next already lined up to where they can have something to reach for. All right. I have a guy right now I want to get to. He charges $50,000 to be a part of his mastermind. I am pushing to be in that mastermind within the next year. Yeah, I'm pushing. I mean, this guy off the chain good. 50,000 just to be in his mastermind. And I will pay that all day long. I just get myself in that position to do that. All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. All right, guys, tonight, real quick, I'm going to get in. Let me see what time I got. How much time I got? Okay, I got about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So here's what I'm going to do. Normally, guys, I'm not the preacher dude. Tonight, I want to share with you some stuff that hopefully will help you in a spiritual aspect, okay? And when I say spiritual, meaning that I want you to look at what I'm going to share with you tonight. It's going to be a little different, but it's going to be really good because I believe it's going to help all of you as you're moving forward, okay? So my topic tonight is, where are you? Okay? And I'm going to throw in something a little different tonight. I'm going to throw up a scripture, okay? So guys, I'm not going to go through a lot of it, but just remember when Adam and Eve were in the garden, and remember they were chilling, kicking it, and then they decided that, hey, Eve said, look, man, that's a nice looking apple. I sister want to bite. Adam says, nah, girl, we can't bite from that because God said not to. So then Eve said, nah, forget that, man. I think it might be good to do. And then the snake rolled up on her and said, look, girl, you can do this. And so anyway, she ate the apple, okay? Once she did that, her and Adam now were in a different place. They were now separated themselves from God. One biggest thing, guys, is always remember that God doesn't separate from us ever, but we separate from him. So in the garden, we separated from God. Now, what happened was God started looking for Adam, which he wasn't really looking for him because he knew who he was. But God threw out a question, which I want to throw out to you guys, is where are you? In other words, he wasn't asking about his location. He was asking about, where are you in comparison to who I made you to be? And a lot of times we have to ask ourselves, when it comes to where we're at right now, is it really where God showed us that we would be? And some of you can say, yeah, absolutely, phenomenal. Some of you can say, hey, I'm still working on it. I know personally I can say I'm still working on it, you know, and I just got from international preaching, teaching, and still to me, I'm not even near what God has given me to do. I haven't touched the surface of where God told me I need to be doing, okay? So a lot of times we have to stop. And here's the 3 questions. If you guys can, take some notes tonight, because I promise you I'm going to drop some bombshells on you. Number 1, where am I? Where am I in comparison to who God made me to be? So Adam, Eve were in a perfect situation. They messed it up, became less than what God told them to be. Here's how we knew they became less than, because before they were walking around buck naked and had no shame. But then once they bit of the apple, they started walking around with shame. It changed. Somehow shame and blame came into the garden. that wasn't there before. A lot of times when we shift who we are, a lot of that stuff starts coming up, shame, blame, and all those things. Next question I want you to think about is, who am I? In other words, who did God make you to be? You know, guys, I've been challenging you guys for the last almost 2 years now. And the challenge has always been, who are you really? You know, Delshana, I know it's her birthday and all, but I'm so, so proud of her because I knew that she was a competitor. I'm seeing the competitor come out in her. Sharia, I know she was already excited, ready to go. There was a little confidence that she was still working on. And now you're busting out in that thing to find out who she really is. Who am I? And then not being afraid, guys, to know who you are. I know I was built for greatness. I know I'm built for wealth. Sometimes people lie. Well, you know, whatever God has for me, blah, blah. No, forget that. Who are you? Who am I? I'm built for wealth. I'm built to lead my family. I'm built for generational blessings. Who are you? And once you start opening your mouth and saying it, I believe now God can honor and use you and embrace who you are. A lot of times in life, we downplay ourselves. I've been hammering you guys for the last year and a half plus. Stop downplaying yourself to make other people feel good. Be who God intended you to be in your entirety. If you want wealth, say you want wealth. If you want to be filthy, stinking rich, say you want to be filthy, stinking rich. In other words, get to a place now that you're not afraid to tell people what you want. Who am I? And I know I'm saying material things, but even to the spiritual, even to the mental wellness, all these areas, guys, you have to start asking yourself, who am I? I'm depressed. That's not who I am. You know, I see people take on these monikers and these names, and it's like, that's not who you are. I talked to this one guy, he said, well, I'm gay. Is that who you are? Or is that a situation you took it on? Okay, I don't believe that's who you are. I believe that's just, it's almost like the people will give you a title or something else. I'm Dr. So-and-so. Well, is that who you are? Is that all you're made of is your title? It's got to be more than that. I want you to open yourselves up and really start telling yourself. Matter of fact, do me a favor, type in my chat, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Are you just cool? Are you a rock star? You know, who are you? Okay. Also, next and last question is, what needs to change? In other words, if you are not what you know you should be, what needs to change? What has to change in order for you to become that next best version of yourself? What has to change for you to get out of poverty and step into wealth? What has to change for you to literally start talking to people from a place of, well, what do you need? No, what do you want? What do you want? That's what I ask people now. What do you want? Forget that what you need or what you think you can get. What do you want? In order to get there, what needs to change in you? Is the mind shift change? Is it something that now you have to tell yourself, I can get rid of this baggage? We talked about this last week, week before last, I'm sorry, about coming into that realness of knowing what God is doing in your life, guys. And I need you to really start looking at it, especially now, more than ever. We're stepping into the last quarter of this year. I'm changing some things up. I'm shifting some things in my life because I'm going to finish this last 12 weeks strong. That's what I gave myself. I got 12 weeks between now and the end of this quarter to 10x my income, 10x everything I'm trying to do. I am putting pressure on myself to become that next level before the end of this year. Okay? So there's some things that you have to ask yourself. In order for me to do that, I had to ask myself, what needs to change? What needs to shift? So I need you to ask yourself to get from where I'm at to who I really want to become or who God has showed me I am, what needs to change in my life? Only you know. Only you know. Okay? Next thing, gap between who you are and who God intended you to be. There's a gap there. And I know, man, we're some positive folk. But truth be told, I'm going to be the first to say, I am not where I know God is calling me to be. I've taken some detours. I've taken some sidetracks. I've gotten a little comfortable in areas and certain things have happened. But now is a matter of closing the gap to become truly who God is intending you to be. I promise you, as I look at each and every one of you, You are rock stars. And I'm not just saying that for GP. I mean, I'm not just trying to gas you up. I'm telling you for real what I know. You guys are just amazing. I love you. I am so blessed that we hang out together and that you come and you be on the Zoom every Thursday. That's so wow. I'm blessed because I'm really dealing with next level people, and that's a blessing for me. Okay, but gotta close this gap, guys. I need before the end of this year. We gotta close the gap. Okay, and another gap I want to close is what you saw and where you're at. I am deciding and declaring in my life that there will be no more miscarriages spiritually. Everything God promised me, I know that I'm pregnant with purpose spiritually. So that means that now the only thing that's different is how I walk. Because how many know when you're pregnant, you walk a little different? How many know when you're pregnant, you can't take and eat and drink everything? How many know when you're pregnant, you feel a little different? It's carrying a weight. It's a different type of walk. So some of you are pregnant with purpose. Actually, I ain't gonna say some. All of you are pregnant with purpose. Now the key is realizing that you cannot operate the same way everybody else does. You have to now shift yourself, shift your life, because being pregnant carries responsibilities. And I promise you, if you do exactly what God is saying, you will give birth this time. Some of you hear me in the spirit. You've miscarried. You did some premature stuff, but you're going to carry everything that God has for you full term, and you're going to see the manifestation that God told you is going to happen in your life. And I need you to hear me prophetically tonight because I believe it for you. The question is, do you believe it for you? All right. Now, next thing is, what is God's original intent for your life? I'm asking you some hard questions. I always do, but I'm doing it even more so tonight. I got a purpose for this. I promise I do. What is God's original intent for your life? In other words, what are you here? What problem are you here to solve? You know, I know I talk about money. To me, money is the tool that I can use to solve a lot of problems. I'm sure some of you guys can do a lot of stuff with some other stuff, but I found out, you know, you have to have resources in order to really, really help people effectively. There's no way I could have went to Africa, take my wife and my mom. That trip alone was probably dang near 15 grand. I couldn't have done it broke. So I know people tell me, well, oh, you know, I ain't about the money. When your mama, Justin, let me look at you as a man. Justin, is your mom still alive? Amen. God bless you, man. Irregardless of relationship, irregardless of whatever, we all want to take care of those that we love. Wouldn't you like to look that person that you love in the eye and ask them the question, tell me your dream. Where do you want to go? And for me personally, for me to ask my mama that and for her to say, oh, I would love to go to Africa. Bam, let's go, mom. Let's go. And check this out. I went, came back, and I ain't broke. Matter of fact, while I was gone, money was being made. I came back to checks. I had to go pick one up. Matter of fact, I was tired and I was on the couch, but I had to go pick up a check. So I had to get up and go pick up that check. So guys, it just, I promise you, it's not all about money. It's not all about that. But I need you to realize in being an entrepreneur, you have to realize that financial freedom will open so many doors spiritually for you. Because now you can take the time to go. A lot of people can't leave their job for 10 days. They can't. But it's a blessing to where you can be able to do that as you follow God's plan for your life, okay? But money is not all of it, it's a part of it. But once again, just think about it as a resource. That's all I'm saying. Vision. Here's what vision is to me. It's a picture of your future that's clear enough for others to know where to go and big enough for them to want to go. In other words, getting to that place now, guys, you start visioning even more so. Between now and the end of the year, 12 weeks, guys, I want you to open up your mind for what do you really want and what is the vision you have for your life. That vision you have for your life before the end of this year, okay? And if you don't have one, I'm going to ask you to go to the source, the creator. Ask him, Lord, give me a vision of what you want me to be, what you want me to have before the end of this year. And here's something I want to make a note of, because this is important. When it comes to vision, you cast vision, you don't carry vision. Let me expound. When you have a vision from God, that vision ain't just for you. It's for those that are around you, your family, your friends, whoever that is. Your goal is now to tell people about your vision for your life. And for those people you tell, you're going to find out if they're going to be with you or they're not going to be with you. But you're going to need people to carry the vision. In other words, you cannot do what God has called you because it's too big for you. You got to now get to the point to where you get people around you that can catch the vision you have and become carriers of the vision. Okay? There's no way I could have left and go to Africa without having a staff that carries my vision on both sides, ministry and my regular businesses. All right? They caught the vision I gave them. They see it. They applaud me as I go because they know as I get better, they get better. And that's a blessing. All right? Next thing. When it comes to vision, some of you guys, your vision is going to be something that doesn't even exist yet. I need you to innovate by building what doesn't exist. Isn't that something crazy? And here's how it's going to look. I need you to think about, I want you to ask God to let you see what you saw. Some of you have already saw in the spirit where you should be. I need you to see it now, physically, manifestation of that which you've been seeing. Because some of you, it's hard to explain to people that are simple-minded because they can't fathom that you would charge so much money for your product or service. Those are small-minded people, okay? But there are things that you're developing that don't even exist yet. Some of you have programs and processes that, believe it or not, does not even exist. That shirt that I took all the way to Africa, guess what? It was innovative because they ain't never seen no shirt like that. Check that out. So you have to see now as a visionary what others don't see. And that means you're going to actually get things that don't even exist. I hope you guys caught that, because you're going to see what others don't see, and it's going to come to pass, and it's not going to exist until you bring it from your mind's eye to actual manifestation. That's going to be powerful. I can't wait to see it. Okay? God has given us raw materials to become whatever assignment or vacation is. In other words, God's giving you everything you need. The scripture says it like this. He's giving you all things that pertain to life and godliness. There's nothing that you lack. Everything you need, you already got it. When I was on this trip, I went on this trip, me and my wife, with doctors. I'm talking people with, for real doctors. I'm not talking about ones that they just tagged on. Actually went, got their PhD. And here's the thing that's so interesting is now I picked up 2 of them as coaching clients. Because it reminds me that it's not what you know, it's who you know. And some of you, God's giving you raw materials, i.e. the way you think. It's different from everybody else. And when you start really talking to people and they start seeing what you see, it changes them. Some of you are so busy trying to convince people of what they need to believe, see what you see, when they can't see it until they see it. And so you have to keep talking, keep showing people, and God will give you the right people, but don't be afraid, for God's sake, to bottle up what you should be doing. Okay? So you've got everything you need. Everything you need, I promise you lack nothing. Because God is our source. And that means everything and everyone else are just resources. So start using your resources. Your resources are people. But how many know if you don't talk to the people, then how can they catch the vision? So start talking vision. Between now and the end of the year, I want you to put yourself out there. Some people are like, well, no, I like to move in silence. Amen. God bless you. I'm at that point now to where I want to live my life out loud so people can see me, but when they see me, they're going to see him in me. Because I'm not the light, I'm just a reflection of the light. But doggone it, we're going to reflect. I'm going to reflect, and people are going to see it. They're going to be like, oh, you're blinding me, only because I'm running with the light. So don't be afraid when your light blinds others. because you're shining so bright. Don't dim it. Matter of fact, get it brighter. Be encouraged when those that are around you that don't see what you see. Okay? God's your source. Everybody's resources. Trust God. God made seed, right? That seed turns to a tree, right? That tree turns to wood, right? It turns to fruit, even a chair. So in other words, the raw materials are the basic things that God's already given you. You know, I was in Africa and these guys are saying, we need money, we need money, we need money. I'm helping a photographer that works there. It's over there. He's, man, phenomenal. He took a bunch of pictures, sent me pictures, then sent me a thing saying, I need money. I sent him back a thing saying, you don't need money, you need to be more resourceful. Because sometimes the way we help people is not by giving them what they think they need. Give them the knowledge. You know, there's an old song by James Brown that says, he says, I don't need nobody to give me nothing. Open the door, I'll get it myself. That's old school right there. Some of y'all can't relate to that. That's before your time. Sade, you too young. But some of us realize, you know, James Brown said it. I mean, that's a powerful statement. He said, I don't need nobody to give me nothing. Open the door, I'll get it myself. And I think that's a way that you start thinking about things. A lot of stuff God has already given you. Just start now using what he already gave you. Many of you, you got businesses, products, and services, and you're not talking to nobody about it. You're keeping yourself secret. I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm telling everybody. Matter of fact, I told you guys, post like no one sees it. In other words, keep pumping it out. Keep people like, man, who is this dude? Who is this? I want to get to the point I'm telling you to where I'm walking to the restaurant and people are saying, hey, I know that guy. I know that guy. See, some of you are like, no, I don't want that. No, I want it all. Because that gives me an opportunity now to witness to them when they ask me, so how'd you do it? Well, you know, if it were not for the Lord on my side. Guys, we become a great testimony when we can now show people what God is doing. Now, let me caveat that with, I don't believe godliness is gain, because I know I got some people out there that are going to take it real deep. No, I'm just saying, getting to a place to where I'd rather my kids see me than see the pimps. I'd rather my kids see me than see the drug dealers. Come on, guys. Let's shift the equation and the mindset. Because trust me, something's going to draw. The rap artists, all them, man, forget all them folks. No, watch and see what we're doing over here and make that righteous money instead of that unrighteous money. That makes sense, guys? All right. So use what you got. I promise you, you already got what you need. Just start using it. A vocation, and this is important, guys, man. When God dropped this in my spirit, I was like, man, this is deep. He said, vocation is not just something that God gave to us. It's also the person God calls us to be. Remember, in the world, a vocation is a job. In the church, a vocation is a calling. So many of you haven't recognized the call. Robbie, you've been called for great things. That sounds generic, but only you can bring it to what it needs to be and get laser focused on it. Robbie Wright Agency, that's your baby, that's your thing. Let's go. That's your calling. If you treat it like it's a calling, then that means that now it was something given from God that cannot be stopped. If you start looking at what you're doing entrepreneurially as a vocation, the Bible says it like this: everything you do, do it as unto the Lord. In other words, when you work, work is unto him. That means that everything you're doing should be done with excellence, because it's not for you, it's for the Lord. Everything you do in word or deed, do it all in the name of Jesus. Do it to where it gets so evident that it's a calling and not just something you're uncertain about. Sade, you're graphically, you've always had these thoughts and visions and I mean, who sits back and thinks about that? Ain't no flies in Goshen. Who thinks about that? That had to be a God thought. Come on, man. When I was over there and they were like, man, I like that shirt, man. I've never seen one like that. Boom, you brought into manifestation something that people didn't even think about. Guys, what are some things that you should be bringing to manifestation that people haven't even thought about? Think about that for a minute, okay? Let's walk in that, all right? Value, I'm gonna hammer you guys on value. Value is knowing who and what you're worth. Knowing that you're worth more than pennies. Stop letting people play you cheap. Stop allowing people to discount you. If people say, you know, when people tell me, man, you just cost too much. All right, amen. Catch me when you can. That's okay. I'm okay with that. It lets me know that you are not one of the people that I'm to serve at this time. But later on, I'll come back and do a free seminar. You can enjoy that. But in the meanwhile, I got to keep moving. I can't stay here. I can help you better when I get there than I can on this level. And guys, hear me when I say this. Get where God wants you to be. You'll help more people. Stop trying to carry people that don't want to go right now. Tell them, I love you. You make me smile. But I got to go on. I got to get to where God's called me to be, because where I'm at is cool, but it's definitely not what God has shown me. Can I get an amen somewhere? Now I'm preaching tonight, but I want to make sure y'all got this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take an offering after this, and I don't need no, we don't want the money that we like the money that jingles, but I likes the money that folds. So we want to make sure we get y'all right. But guys, I need you to value your services. Matter of fact, hear me, for the rest of this year, do not discount your services. Your price is your price. If they can't afford you, for lack of a better word, kick rocks. I'm finding the people that actually value what I bring to the table. So I'm value driven. I bring great value. When Robbie sits down with somebody, she brings a wealth of knowledge. She can go from all realms. Single mom, got that, check it off. Grandma, check it off. Business owner, check it off. Left my 9 to 5 to become an entrepreneur, check it off. Section 8, check it off. I mean, all those things. So when you sit down with Robbie, you get a wealth of information, and you're going to tell me that's not worth something? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All that you've been through is worth so much more than we can put a price tag on. But doggone it, try. Try to put a price tag on it. Make it make sense, all right? So let's get that value thing right, all right? All right, guys, I'm rounding the corner here. I'm getting ready to get out your way, I promise. And then I'm going to sit down somewhere and let y'all go for it. But bigger the problem, the bigger rewards. So if you're dealing with big problems, bravo. Those are the ones that make you money. If you're dealing with little problems, yeah, that's the way that works, okay? Where there is no fight, there can be no rewards, okay? Champions are made after the fight. This is important for you to know, guys. Right now, some of you are in the fight. Great. Because that means now you're fighting, so there's got to be a championship in your future. There's got to be a win that's coming up. I've been working with a couple of people here recently, and they were, I don't know. And bam, stuff started just happening and blowing up. I got one client right now, he just got a $500,000 contract. I told him 3 months ago, you got to go bigger. He said, oh man, I don't know, I'm a little older now. But it's the same guy that 2 years ago, he thought he couldn't buy a house. And I helped him buy a house. Okay, now he just signed a $500,000 contract because I told him, go bigger, stop being so small. And guess what he did? He actually listened, paid it, brother, and got there. And now, I mean, wow. I mean, anybody here could use a $500,000 contract? I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, okay, guys, here's a big one for me. Hear me from a spiritual sense. The Bible says the diligent soul shall be made fat. What that means is your effort is going to be rewarded. Now, it also goes back, if I go back to the Old Testament, it talks about the curse was when you had to work from the sweat of your brow and all that stuff. That's the curse. So you're not going to work harder to make more. You're just going to work smarter and more efficiently. Some of you right now, if you cut off about 50% of your broke clients, added on just 20% more high net worth clients, you'd have less work and more money. Is that making sense? But here's the big kicker for me. To put the effort in is my job. In other words, I'm supposed to be diligent. I'm supposed to do the things I'm supposed to do. I show up every day. I leave every day. I work. I'm not on the phone. I'm not chasing stuff down. Like most of you guys know, my ringer ain't on. So I'm not distracted. I stay focused on what I'm focused on until it's completed. Okay? So that's my job. The outcome is God's job. God's hand has to be on it. If God's hand is on what you're doing, then it's going to multiply. So take your hands off. Ask God, God, put your hand on my effort. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to work like a Hebrew slave making bricks without straw. That's not my job. My job is to put forth my best effort of what I'm supposed to be doing, when I'm supposed to be doing it, and then God's hand's going to go on it, and boom, everything's going to multiply and blow up for you. And you're going to see that before the end of this year. Hear me, I'm telling you, I'm trying to help you before the end of this year. The next 12 weeks, starting on next Friday, I'm going to be introducing a new program, which is going to be off the chain, but it's going to be a 12-week program that I'm actually doing for those that are looking and seeking that next level. That's the only people I'm dealing with, next level people in this next 12 months. I'm going to be really hammering down myself personally, my time. All right? Guys, I know I've talked a lot. I've shared a lot. Our time is already there, but I'm hoping you took some notes. I'm hoping you got something that's going to help you shift you a little bit. Okay? Now, I do need to make a big announcement, but you know what? I'm going to wait, I think, until Saturday. I have a huge announcement to make, but I'm going to make it Saturday. Yes, I'll wait. So I had a couple huge announcements, to make, but we'll make those on Saturday. Those that can't be there, that's okay. We'll make sure we get the information out to you, hopefully. All right. Guys, real quick, what did you get on tonight? I'm gonna go through this real quickly, and then I'm gonna get you out of here. I know tonight was a different type of night, a little preachy, but I want to make sure I drive my point to where you guys are rock stars. You guys are amazing. You guys are all that, a bag of chips and a side of Doritos. And I want you to start living within the next, I'm telling you, 12 weeks. Mark your calendar starting on next Friday, 12 weeks from next Friday. I want you to just push with everything that's in you. We're going to finish this fourth quarter like nobody's business. Okay? But we'll talk about that some more on Saturday. Real quick, let me get some feedback, and then I'm gonna get you out of here. Sharia, what did you get tonight? What'd you get? What nugget did you get that hopefully can help you out a little bit?
Coach, tonight was awesome. You just ride all up in my business, all in my corners, okay? What I got tonight is, you are absolutely right when you say, tell people about your vision. As I'm becoming into this digital creator world, I am learning that follow me as I follow Christ. And it is a real lifestyle. Like, that's why on my own, when you say, look within, what do you need to do? For me, I'm aligned in all these areas. I feel like, I'm Donald Duck right now, but I have been scared to be encouraged, and God did not design me to live in fear. It's like now I have to believe what God say I am, and I'm walking in that faith, and it takes determination. And for me, it's I gotta give more. When you ask that, what do you need to do? For me, I need to give more. I give I spread out how I give, but when I look at my income, I have robbed God. And that's something I feel like I have to turn that around. God is blessing me. He's keeping me in so many ways, but I can't rob God. I give, but I'm not giving how I should. And I feel like that's where I'm going to hit my next success, is that I can't rob God. I didn't rob him in none of these other areas. So if I want to be blessed financially, so I could say, you know what? I don't care how much gas is. We could take them trips to Africa. That's why I'm so inspired by you and moms. Y'all know about First Lady, but that's mama. I'm inspired by that because I know that I have what it takes for me and my family to make it to that level. It's like we right there. You know how you always tell us, we just got to keep making those steps because we are all right there. I feel that right there. I feel that in labor, getting ready to breach, ready to push, so I'm just going to stay in faith and staying in. I just want to say thank you.
Man, I appreciate you, man. You guys are amazing. I'm telling you. Justin, what'd you get, young blood, man? Justin's one of those quiet assassins. He just sitting there just putting stuff down, man. What'd you get? What you thinking, brother?
I also second what Sharia is saying as far as as just letting people know of your vision. Because if they don't know, they don't know how they going to be a part of it and experience what you have if they're not even aware of what you have going on. And then to add to that, go big, man. Let's go big. Don't hold back, and just go for it. Just like you said about your client that got that $1 million contract. But yeah, that's awesome. If he didn't go big for it, he wouldn't have got it. So those are the two things that I got out of the message. So always appreciative. Thank you very much.
Oh man, my pleasure, man. I appreciate you hanging on with us, man. I appreciate you, man. Sade, I see you all alive and kicking over there. What's going on, girlfriend? You still on the phone? What you doing? I got your head on your head. You just what's going on?
No phone. I also want to agree to what Justin and Shreya said. And Shreya had mentioned about robbing God. And when she said that, it just made me think about something that he spoke to me because what's getting ready to happen. He said, don't forget me. So this is a very pivotal time with entrepreneurship of where God has taken us. And that's another reason why he had me to start a Goshen collection, because he actually reminded me of a sermon that you preached about 3 years ago, I think in January before COVID had hit. He brought it back to my remembrance and he told me to do it. So it's very interesting of the questions that you had asked us today. It just really had me pondering and just thinking, and it's motivating me even more to want to stay the course, because like I said, I have been procrastinating and lollygagging, for the past few years on it, because I was listening to other people that don't even got nothing. They don't even have a business, So, but with much, prayer and God speaking to me and helping me, I definitely am going to continue to keep doing what I'm doing and posting, which I have been trying to do that at least every day on my business page. I haven't did it on the personal, but I do it on my business Instagram and my Facebook. And I don't even care. I don't even look to see how many people liked it. I just post and not allow that type of stuff to even get to me, because I think sometimes I forget that it takes a little bit of time too, as you're doing it. People may not really pay too much attention to it now, but as you continue and you keep posting and you keep posting and you keep posting, then that's when you'll start seeing those numbers and stuff go up. So the whole time, this whole hour that we've been on here has just been a blessing, and it's very motivating.
Well, excited, man. I'm so glad you're on. Like I said, I'm really excited and looking forward. I know this thing is about that Goshen thing it's so unique and so different. I know it's gonna be something that God's gonna bless, and that's gonna be like a good stable part, because as you put that out there, now people are seeing, wait a minute, I do live in Goshen. Everything is Goshen. God's got me protected on all sides. I'm in a place that where even the flies can't get to me. Nothing can get to me. That's powerful, powerful, powerful. Wow, thank you so much. You got your hand on your head, you look like, oh Lord Jesus, what is going on now? What's going on in the world? I'm out here in these streets. What's going on, Miss Robbie?
Well, I like the part where you said like really close the gap between who you are and who God intended you to be. I like that part. And then the no more spiritual miscarriages. So basically I got out of that, like no more dropping the ball. You know what I mean? Move forward with diligence and move forward with authority, really.
Yeah, that's wow, that's it. That is actually, you hit the nail on the head with that one. Excellent, excellent, excelente, as they say, excelente. Right, appreciate you, Robbie. Miss Gloria, I know you're in there whipping it up for brother, and because the brother hungry right now. I'm not just hungry, I'm hangry. I appreciate you. You the bomb.com. You the sugar in everything. Yeah, I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you, girl.
Really good class tonight. Thank you so much. It was very inspirational. I think me and Robbie kind of picked up the same thing, and that was closing the gap from where you are to where God really intended you to be. And now knowing that everything has to be intentional now, no more haphazards, no more, I guess, again, getting in your own comfort zone, but now really moving forward, knowing that the work needs to be done, and the thought that, I'm sorry, and I put some quotes down because you have some really good quotes tonight, that we don't carry vision, we cast it. As a just to know that if you don't put it out there, then they won't catch it. The vision can't be caught, or the vision can't be even in a sense perfected because it's not there. So good stuff.
Perfect. Well, you guys are so amazing. I appreciate you. I appreciate your time tonight. Did I get everybody? Sharday, Justin, Sharia. Cool, guys. Guys, well, you know what? I'll make this announcement tonight. I'm actually going to, next Thursday will be our last class for the year. And let me tell you why. I'm shifting. And you guys are absolutely amazing. And but I want to tap in and do a test personally myself. And I'm going to take 12 weeks to work with some individuals like yourselves. And I'm going to take someone from 0 to 10x. I'm going to take individuals, because I'm going to do some individual stuff. And I really want to make sure that we realize that this time has been amazing for me. And I appreciate you guys tapping in, tuning in. December would have been 2 years that we've been running this. And you guys have rode the whole journey with me. And I appreciate you. I will be doing these sporadically. Classes we'll be doing. But I got some workshops. I got some things I'm working on. I got my book. And so because of that, is time-wise. One thing that God spoke to me was, as I'm increasing you more and more, you have to check your capacity. What can you do? What can't you do? Who can you work with? Who can't you work with? And the beautiful thing is, I want to work with all you guys. Just so you know, I want to work with all of you individually. And I want to show you the things that I know I can teach you to take everything you're doing to the next level. Like the case I just told you about with the young man, I want to see some big stuff happen with you. And I can do that more so, I know, on an individual basis and really blow up your life. And so on Saturday, I'm going to be announcing my 12-week course. It's going to be 12 weeks, one-on-one, me and you working on your vision, your dream, and making sure by the end of the 12 weeks, everything we set in place, it will happen. Or anything you give to me, I'm going to give it back to you. That's my guarantee. That's my word. So I'm going to be talking more about that on Saturday, letting you guys in on that and what's happening. But next Thursday will be our last class. I want to be able to talk to you guys, hopefully get some testimonies on what's happened with you. If you would oblige me, hopefully get to know some things that hopefully we've helped you accomplish and move forward in. And it'd just be a great time to just make sure we keep this connection, because I am going to do the group text. So I still want to keep the group text going, the group emails going. I want to make sure you guys stay connected to me as we're moving forward. There's some other things that we're working on. I was sharing with another, before you guys came on, some of you, that they invited me back to Africa in November. So internationally, some things are happening there too. And so it's been some crazy, crazy stuff that's happening, which is such a blessing. I really thank each and every one of you for putting your confidence and your trust, not in me, but the God in me. Because I know it's one thing to be attracted to a person. It's another thing to be attracted to the anointing. So remember, in your life, people are attracted to the anointing that's in your life. They love who you are, but they really are attracted to who God made you. That's what they're attracted to. All right. Well, God bless you guys on tonight. I love you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Once again, next Thursday, our last class for the group session. I'm going to be announcing on Saturday my 12-week course to finish the year strong. Ooh, you know what, Delshawn, I think she jumped off. Yeah, she actually had to go make babies. So, okay, good. So we'll get her next time she comes on. But guys, bless you. Love you. Thanks for riding with me. Like I said, we're not done yet, though. Got one more class. So one more class next Thursday. And also on this Saturday, for those of you that can make it, Would love to see you. I'm going to announce my 12-week sessions that I'll be doing to finish out the year strong. If you are ready to 10x your business, or you're ready to 10x your life, then you're going to want to jump on that 12-week course that I'm going to be teaching here coming up starting on next Friday. And so we'll work it through and make it all make sense. But you guys, of course, you're my peeps. You get first dibs, and everybody else just kind of fall in line. All right. Other than that, guys, bless you. Have a great night. Appreciate you. Let me know anything I can do to help you. I got you. I promise. I'm your boy, RW. I love you. Thank you so much. We'll see you again on Saturday or next Thursday. We're going to round this thing up and get you moving in the right direction. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a great day. Great night. Bye-bye.